All right, this is Jeff Zimmerman with FightNews.com. I'm with Matchroom Boxing's Eddie Hearn. How you doing, Eddie?
I'm doing good. A bit tired now. A bit hot in here.
Yeah, well, I've seen you.
I'm trying to slip off, but you did catch me.
Right. I've seen you a few times out in Texas. The first time I saw you was right after the Ruiz loss in New York. We were trying to make Joshua a star. And then he just came off this other loss. Which one was harder?
Definitely the Ruiz loss, because Usyk, we always knew that was a really tough fight. Usyk is a pound-for-pound great fighter. So the Ruiz one was definitely the bigger shock and bigger defeat, if you like. But losing's never good, whichever way. Right.
Was it harder? Which fight was harder for Joshua? Because he seems to brush it off pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I think he has a responsibility to accept a loss in the same way that he, celebrates a victory. You can't moan and start throwing your toys out of ham and making excuses. He could have made loads of excuses, particularly for the Ruiz loss. He never told anyone one of those excuses. And for this one, he just said, I got beat by the better man. So, Usyk deserved the win on the night. You just got to go away and improve.
Yeah, you worked with Canelo. I covered your shows in San Antonio, Cowboy Stadium. You're still kind of working with them on the side here.
Yeah, he's just a friend now. Like, he's become a friend of mine. We've worked together for over a year. He asked me to come to the show. I'm not promoting the show, obviously, but just here to support him, really, as a friend and as a fan. And I think he's a great fighter, a good person, and hoping he gets a victory on Saturday.
Would you like to work with him again, though?
Of course, yeah, I'm sure we will. But he's in a great position where after every fight he looks at all the options and he just says, yeah, that one or that one. So hopefully we've got the relationship that will mean we'll be working together in the future. But he's in a great position.
Now you're working with a young star who's actually really close to Canelo and Teofimo for this fight. How excited are you to work with him?
He's a star. He's such a great personality. He's been here for like 4 hours doing all his work, doing all the media. I'm surprised that he's not a bigger star. I'm surprised that they dropped the ball on him after he beat Lomachenko, because he should have been the face of ESPN, as far as I'm concerned. Everyone was so pumped up about Lomachenko. He beat him. Lomachenko's a pound-for-pound great. He's a genius. He beat him, and it's only really that the momentum, through the pandemic and through the purse bid slipping through and stuff like that. But he's ready to make a statement on DAZN November 27th. It's a great fight. Obviously a big fight with Jojo Diaz and Devin Haney. Press conference for that's tomorrow. And the winners should fight the winners. And I believe you'll see that in early 2022.
Is that the plan?
Absolutely.
Have you talked to Top Rank about that?
You get these, all these big fights at the moment are all people with a 3 at the start of their age. You've got Devin, Ryan, Tank, Teo. They're all in their young 20s. They're the future of the sport, but you've got to get them fighting each other. I know that Devin will fight Teofimo, and I know Teofimo will fight Devin. So let's see them both win the back end of this year and get it on.
And we'll wrap it up here in a second. I asked Teofimo about the 4 King label. You've been around a long time.
4 Kings?
Yeah, the real 4 Kings.
Yeah.
And your dad, back in the day with Duran, Hearns, Hagler, Sugar Ray, and he scoffed at that idea. And
we can get there, but
you still believe
they're
that?
princes at the moment, not kings. There's a long way to go. But if we see them fight each other, it's not that they don't have the ability to become kings of division, but while the reason that was a great era is because they all fought each other on numerous occasions.
Right.
These guys, Teo could fight Devin 3 times. Tank, Ryan, you got those 4. That could be the next 3 years of their career. You know what I mean?
Right.
So let's see it.
Now you've had fighters in the ring with Canelo.
Yeah.
Your guys. Unfortunately, didn't go your way. Caleb is kind of built like some of those guys as far as size and height. How do you see it playing out?
You just don't know. I never thought that Teo had a chance against Lomachenko, and he beat him. It's just when you look at the resumes, he's never beaten an elite fighter. Doesn't mean he's not an elite fighter.
Right.
But it's a big difference to Caleb Truex and Canelo Alvarez. Do you know what I mean? And you go through Canelo's resume, it's unbelievable. I just think he's unbeatable.
Hey, we'd love to have you back in Texas, Eddie.
I'll be there soon, don't worry.
All right, man. Thanks.
Cheers, mate.